We're very committed to our branch network and we want to make sure that our colleagues and our customers and our communities have a really great experience when they come into a BNZ branch. We've also heard from our customers that face-to-face interactions are really important to them, and that might simply be some reassurance or confidence that they're making the right decisions about their banking. It really helps to know that you've got real people that can support you through those opportunities and challenges. At the same time, we are really committed to helping build a regenerative, inclusive and sustainable Aotearoa. So we're really mindful of that as we build these refurbs throughout the country.
Our design ethos has really been centred around creating warm, welcome and modern environments, improving our customers' banking experience, but also contributing to a more sustainable New Zealand.
So we make a critical, what we call clean stone. Basically, it's 100% recycled plastics, which is made out of plastic bags and fishing nets, designed for a panel used for fit out. So BNZ specified a custom, they called it the blue kiridu, to be zero waste and low carbon using our materials.
Most fit-outs will have a meeting room that's built on site. The other options in the marketplace at the moment are to import them from overseas. Whereas we looked at it here and said, well, what if we could do something here in New Zealand using New Zealand products made by New Zealand people that are on that sustainability journey, like Flock, which is a wool-based product, and that works as an acoustic panel and also as the linings on the inside of the meeting rooms.
3.2 tonnes of plastic destined for landfill have been saved and used in the creation of our 3D printed Welcome Hub bases. We partnered with special studios who specialise in the repurposing of recycled plastics. And our Welcome Hub base is the largest 3D printing undertaken in New Zealand currently. Our soft furnishings are covered in New Zealand wool supplied by Maxwell Rogers. The wools have been sourced from farms that hold the responsible wool standard, who are environmentally conscious throughout their scouring, spinning, weaving and dyeing process. And we're really proud that 97% of our purchased electricity used to power our sites comes from renewable sources.
We really want our branches to be a doorway into BNZ, so our bankers can connect our customers to expertise right across BNZ, and that's both our personal and our business customers, which is incredibly important. This investment really reflects our commitment to serving our customers and our communities brilliantly. So haere mai, pop into a BNZ branch near you, we'd love to see you.